Hey Aaron, it's Muffley. Just want to give you an update of where I am with the statistical analysis from last time. Last time we looked and really saw that the data seemed extremely skewed to just a couple years had massive amounts and then other years had smaller amounts. So what I did was I went back to the original data, re-imported it, and then you can see over here each year I brought in individually filtered it down to females who were between 18 and 90 years old, um, and was able to um, put it all back together in a way that looks like it makes more sense. So just to just for a sanity check, here is what we're looking at here. Um, and it is interesting that we can see that the cases go down significantly over time, but I think that fits with national trends. We'll have to look that up. Um, I think the reason that we were dropping out large chunks of the data was that, um, unfortunately, year by year, the column names and the column data types are not consistent. And so I had to go back by hand and look at all those. And then I merged all these years together into this document called merged inpatient. Okay. And the merged inpatient, I did some cleaning here, brought together some zip code fields to augment one or the other. Um, uh, Before 2007, race was coded in a different way. Then after 2007, merged those race variables together. And then this is some um, this is starting to do exclusions. So these are the pelvic lower abdominal trauma diagnoses codes that that we wanted to rule out. So took some of those out. Um, these are, and then I filtered down to only these cases. And so um, any of these variables can exist in any of the procedure fields. So let me just show you what that looks like. Here's the procedure codes, and um, let's say I think 89674 is a Birch colpo suspension. What I kept in any row that had 89674 or 8675 in procedure codes 1 through 15. So, um, so that is how I did that. This is more exclusion, took out the radical hysterectomies, took out the female genital cancer diagnoses. Again, the trauma. This looks like it's a little bit repetitive here, and then trauma, trauma, trauma. Okay, um, so then I exported that file and just to save it as a point in time, and brought it back into this file called merged inpatient filtered, and did some cleaning, started to bring in words to in a join to replace some of the numeric codes, so like primary pair type. I joined that in, and so now when we look down here at primary pair type, instead of having a slew of numbers here, we have Medicare, we have Blue Cross Managed Care, HMO, Medicare, and then I further pared those down to either commercial or public insurance. This was fun too. The encrypted operating room physician. So what we did with this was this is a not like an anonymous key that was provided by Chia, and then they sent us uh, the master to unlock this, and um, so we went from this encrypted number to the Borum number, which is the Board of Medicine for Massachusetts. Then from Borum, we were able to go to an NPI number, and let's see if I can see an example here for you. Yeah, so Borum number to NPI number, through another crosswalk, NPI number to this demographics, which I've pulled and has their certification in it. So I did that for both the primary surgeon and the field that I thought was the secondary surgeon. And to respond to the criticisms, what if it was a urogynecologist who was the secondary surgeon who came in and did the birch as opposed to the OBGYN? So that's what this is. I'm still not crazy about it, to be honest. I need to work on some of these if and statements. So, but just to show you that the data, we still have really good data in terms of numbers. So we're looking at actually 21,854 urogyne cases done over that 10-year period, and I think that we'll be able to show nicely with this data set a lot of statistically significant items. So that's where we're at, and I'm going to keep plugging away on this, and I'll talk to you when you get off of nights. Thanks, bye.